Guys, welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel, whichever it is today. Welcome back to the ultimate ATEEZ ranking, where I go from beginning to most recent in their official discography song by song, get my thoughts and put into a list, most favorite to least favorite, which you can find in the pinned comment section below. Why am I speaking so quickly? Because we need to get to it. We need to get to it. For anybody that doesn't know, last year, probably less than a year ago actually, I was recommended to check out this boy group called ATEEZ. And the song that I was recommending more than anything else was Wonderland. I checked it out, thought it was awesome. Thought the MV was awesome, the dancing blew me away. Thought the song was an instant banger. And the thing is, like, pretty early on, people found out how much I love synth music. And I do, I absolutely adore synth music. Whether it be synth pop, synth wave, just other genres that may have synth elements in them. There's just something about synth. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I just love it as a genre. So people started saying in the comments, check out Cyberpunk. And I was like, well, I love Cyberpunk. So I love the genre of Cyberpunk is what I mean. Whatever, you know, whether it be in a TV show or like stories and everything like that, Cyberpunk 2077, because it's like neon-filled, synth-filled, and just that aesthetic, I adore it. It's one of my favourite aesthetics in media and entertainment in art is Cyberpunk. So I was going into it and I was like, oh. You know, it's called Cyberpunk. There's going to be some synth probably, but how much is it going to go into that Cyberpunk aesthetic, like the song? I mean, it's called Cyberpunk, surely quite a bit. And well, yeah, you can probably, if you've been here a while, you probably saw my initial reaction to Cyberpunk and saw how, to this day, it's probably one of the reactions that's one of my most well-known reactions, I would say. Blew my socks off. Like, blew my socks off. There's a reason why, if you know, that intro you heard at the beginning goes for the series. There's a reason it's that song. It made the top, what was it? I think it was top 3. It made a top 3 of my top 50 year one last year, in which the top 50, by the way, guys, was 850 plus songs that I'd heard in my first year doing this, and I somehow got it down to 50 with a rule of a maximum of up to 2 songs from an artist, group or band. There were 2 songs from ATEEZ. One of them was this, and it was in the top 3, in the top 50 out of 850 plus songs. I enjoy it, is what I'm saying. I enjoy this song. So this may be academic, to be honest, but we need to do it. I've purposely not listened to it for a while because I knew it was coming, but I've heard it many times. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a non-skip. I've heard this song many times, folks. This is surreal. This is Cyberpunk. It's crazy to know the lads now as well, you know? When I first checked it out, didn't have a clue. The vocal melodies on the song, man. The build. That escalation vocal melody is one of the most one of the best vocal melodies I've heard on this channel, honestly, of any artist. And that too, one of the best choruses. Production on this song. Song perfection, guys. Looks so... It is. It's a masterpiece. I've heard this song hundreds of times, guys. It still blows my mind. This. Here he goes. Here he goes. I will never on this bridge. Back and forth, Hongjung and Mingi. And then one of the greatest bridges in K-pop, in my opinion, because you have that build, and then this is the secret sauce. Okay, here comes the drop. Here it comes. Wait. Every time. Every time. Obviously, guys. I mean, let me just again academic. I mean, I could have done it before the song started. To be honest, I could have done it before the song started. I just love this song so much. It's interesting that, like, honestly, I didn't want to rank it beforehand. By the way, I wasn't going. I was kind of going into, unlike any other song in any other ranking series, I was kind of going into this one going like, this is, come on, this is number one. So this series for me, so far, has honestly been, in the back of my mind, one of the aspects, of course, checking out all of this brilliant discography that this wonderful group has been a huge factor. In the back of my head, though, has been the question, will anything top this song? A lot of people mentioned, of course, the Take Me Homes, the Mists, because they knew, again, my love synth music. But honestly, not... I think even if I hadn't heard this song, and I did the ranking, hadn't heard this song, I would still be sat here today. Even though this song has a lot to thank for this ranking series exists, I would still be sat here today saying, that's my number one with a bullet, guys. I honestly would. It's not the fact that I've heard it hundreds of times. A lot of people hear songs, guys, they overplay it for themselves, and they get sick of songs. It rarely happens for me, because when I love a song, I just love a song, and I just binge it. And while I may not like listen to it for a while to make sure it's a bit more fresh, I never overplay it. I cannot stress to you, I have never skipped this song, no matter what mood I'm in. No matter what mood I am in, I've never come close to skipping this song. This song is, in my opinion, so far, because I've still had a lot of songs I've not heard from ATEEZ, that while nothing has beaten this yet, something somehow may do. It's going to take something, I'm not going to lie. It's going to take something. Something may do in the future, I don't know. But this is not only my favourite ATEEZ song, it's their masterpiece in my opinion. This is not only my favourite song from a boy group. This is one of my favourite songs on the channel, out of any artist group or band I've checked out. And this is one of my favourite songs that I've probably heard in my life. This is probably, out of someone who's been listening to music, of many, you guys know, I'm very open-minded when it comes to music. My taste is very open. There's very few exceptions of genres I don't at least check out. There are a few, but there's very few exceptions. This is probably on a top 50 of all time. which is a big statement for me. And I'm talking about music in general that I've heard. I absolutely worship this song. It is a masterpiece. I've talked about why I've talked about loving it, guys. I'm talking about why I love it. So let me just remind you. I said a lot in my initial reaction, nearly a year ago. The vocal melodies on this song are absolutely spectacular, to the point that it's a cheat code with the synth, and the synth is not only the fact that it's synth in general, it's that, again, they got the aesthetic right. It's that classic cyberpunk synth. Classic cyberpunk synth. It's so dark and everything like that. But my God, the vocal melodies on this song, and the fact you got these lads singing it, but the vocal melodies on this song, in my opinion, this song is so great. I think it was always going to succeed. With the instrumentals and stuff given to it, I think it was always going to succeed. These guys take it to another level. They take it to another level. But I think if you could give this song to many other talented artists, and I honestly think it would still be an amazing song. But the fact that these lads are doing it, and they just fit that aesthetic perfectly. And again, you have probably my top 3 male vocalists I check out on this channel, being Jungho, doing those notes. Insane. But that escalated. That is one of the most addictive melodies I've ever heard in my life. It's vocal melodies, certainly, I've ever heard in my life. It's one of my favourite choruses across the channel, without a doubt. It's a perfect chorus. The verses are perfect. There's not 1 millisecond of this song that I'd go, oh, that's the only bit I'm not a big... No. It is, like I said, it's a masterpiece. And I don't throw that word around like it's when I make a point on this channel, when I say masterpiece, it's going to have a lot of weight to it. I don't want to just throw it out willy-nilly or anything like that. When it comes to saying that word, it means something for me. This is theirs for me so far. I've still got a lot of songs to listen to. I'd be curious for people that don't really vibe with this, because again, I'm curious, like literally, genuinely curious, because if you're not into this genre when it comes to synth and stuff like that, synthwave, and this is synthwave, by the way. There's pop elements, of course, but this is synthwave. I'd be curious what you think of the song, other aspects of it, because that taking the synth away, vocally what's done on this song, and how it's produced, I'm curious what people think of it if they're not into synth. I'm very curious, because I just think it's such a masterstroke. I really do. I really do. Again, guys, I checked Wonderland out. I was incredibly impressed with ATEEZ. Second song I checked out was Cyberpunk, and I think that I don't know if I said it on the video. I think I may have, where I was like, I'm gonna do an ultimate ATEEZ ranking, and I never turned back since, and it's been amazing. They're my alt boy group. They are. Not just saying that because it's an ATEEZ video, as they are. They're my alt boy group. They're amazing. And again, I said it in the Sector 1, and I'll definitely say it here. When they have this sort of cinematic nature to the production, cinematic vibes to the instrumental, and just the song in general, that's ATEEZ at their best for me. At least for me. That's my preferred ATEEZ. Their ballads are lovely. Their more chilled songs are lovely too. And they have a great, varied discography. Their summer songs are lovely as well. But when they do stuff like this, and I'm not just talking about the synth aspect, I'm talking about the atmosphere, the cinematic nature. When they do stuff like this, they can't be topped for me when it comes to boy groups and stuff like that, in my opinion. So yeah, I enjoy the song, guys. You could say I think it's alright. I think the song's alright, I suppose. That's enough gushing. It's done. I've been waiting for this day for a while, ever since I started this ranking, because I didn't realise how far in this song would be into the discography. It's been far in, guys. I didn't realise that this would be quite a way to get to this point. But now, there's still going to be a few songs in the discography that I've heard before, of course, because of comebacks and everything like that. But the next song, I haven't got time to, I haven't got a chance to breathe. Again, guys, I'm recording this in a trilogy. I recorded Sector 1 just before this. This is Cyberpunk now. And the next song is one of the most hyped songs across my channel for the longest time that I haven't been able to check out. And again, I've seen that thumbnail so many times. Sand the Man. It's Gorilla. I have no idea what it's going to sound like at all, but it's on this album, which, by the way, is an album I may need to get with how this album is looking to me. I may need to have this in the car, just saying. And that would be the first boy group album I've ever owned. Take K-pop out of it, ever owned. That's how good. Like, I could do that with a few albums from ATEEZ, of course, but that's how good this is so far. No pressure on Gorilla though. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you did. That can be a great idea. You want to see more ATEEZ on the channel. And let me know what you think of Cyberpunk. Again, don't worry. If you don't vibe with it, let us know. Let us know in the comments. If you think it's quite mid, let us know in the comments. Like how I said mid then, it's so hard to get that word out because of how I feel about this song. Or if you love her as much as me, let me know in the comments. What was the first song? Not that it was the first, Wonderland was the first song I heard. But what was the song that fully pushed you down the ATEEZ rabbit hole? Let me know in the comment section. And please subscribe because plenty of ATEEZ on the channel already in the ATEEZ Reactions playlist. Plenty more on the way. There's also a lot of exclusives of ATEEZ on Patreon. Kingdom performances, for example. Lots of them. Along with hundreds of other exclusives on the channel for other artists and groups that I check out. And yeah, this was a lot of fun, guys, to go back and do this. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, one afternoon, night. Whenever you're watching this, please take care. Much love.